there's something wicked going on in the ocean. Let's check it out.
People are not scared enough of the ocean, and I'm here to fix that. Welcome back to another episode of Why I Stay on Land, where I give you some self-inflicted thalassophobia right before bed. The more I look into sirens, the less I know. Now, okay, before I get into all that, for the new people, I think there's a marine kingdom out there. I also think that it's demonic. Okay, I feel like sirens always thought they were real, right? Always knew there was something out there. Like, have you ever gone on a cruise? I've told this story multiple times, but for the new people, have you ever gone on a cruise? I have. And then you go out there in like the AMs and you're at the tip of the boat. It's like pitch black and you look out into the water. You realize like you're in a place that is not really your own. And like you low-key shouldn't be there. I had a feeling I'm like, I shouldn't be here right now. I felt watched. I know I sound crazy. Okay. For this next part, you're going to need to get your tinfoil hat, grab it in your hand, put it on, secure it. Okay, let's get into it. So, you guys know, maybe you do if you read the Bible or not, in the days of Noah, there were fallen angels that procreated with mortal women, making Nephilim. Now in the book of Enoch, which is an extra biblical text, I read as history, not scripture, it says that God cursed those women to the sea to become sirens, and tell me that doesn't make sense.
Yep.
They use what music to lure who men to the ocean? We know Lucifer was an angel of worship in heaven, and on here he pretty much controls the music industry. Interesting. And the whole frequency conversation is for another video. I have videos on it, but I'll make another one if you guys want to. So it's like, yeah, I know sirens are out there. I know people have been seeing them for centuries. In Connecticut, modern day. At Navy Pier in Chicago, modern day. All throughout the Caribbean. I'm Haitian if you guys don't know that. But here,
Before she goes any further, she makes a valid point about being on a cruise. Now, I've never been on a cruise per se, but I can imagine I've been in places that, you just have that feeling I should not be here. But to be out in the middle of the ocean on a ship, I mean, really, the only reason you are out there in that spot of the world is because of this cruise or whatever, that you're putting your trust and faith in that it's going to arrive safely at its destination and get you back home safely. Man, there is so much about that ocean that we don't know. And what's even worse is I grew up on the West Coast. All right. I loved the beach growing up, but it's over the years, as I've gotten older, I've developed like this phobia of like open water. I mean, I won't like freak out, but I don't like it. It makes me uneasy.
here's the thing. Something new that I learned. Apparently, this is a normal thing in Caribbean waters, African waters. People having mer children. What is that about? Because to me, I'm like, okay, the women were cursed to the sea to become sirens, but like, how are they multiplying? Are they multiplying? Are there other things that the fallen angels, because while the fallen angels were on earth, according to the book of Enoch, they were mixing DNA, creating half animal, half human creatures. So like, what if there's more in the sea? Because y'all, you got to remember, the freaking ocean has all the things from before the flood. Like nothing in there died. Everything on land drowned, but the sea is the freaking same. So what if there's like other mixed creatures in there? And it's so many stories about like them having mer children in there. It's like human women that have like relations with mermen, and then they have.
Okay, here's the craziest thing. Do y'all remember about, man, it's been like 15 years or so since that quote unquote mermaid documentary that they made? I forgot which network posted it, but it was just like, are you kidding me? Are you serious right now? It was so ridiculous. And I remember laughing my ass off throughout it with my wife. And now, fast forward to now, it's like, yeah, that was all in fun and stuff, but like now the stuff that I'm seeing and hearing, it's not laughing anymore. I'm not laughing anymore.
mer children. They have to like make pacts and oaths to be able to see their mer children, or to get rid, like to get out of the spiritual bondage. They have to leave their mer children. And then what happens to the mer children? I don't know. It's 12 a.m. If I don't stop here, this is going to be a 10-minute long video. If y'all love this kind of thing, trust. You are going to want to go watch my YouTube. I have a whole podcast called The Deepest Rabbit Hole. Weekly postings, we get into all the crazy stuff I can't talk about on this app. As always, make sure you like and follow. Comment down below if you want a part two. Like, let's talk about the mer children.
So let's see if there is a part two, because this video was on the 2nd. And then I think I need to subscribe to her YouTube channel because I see her videos all the time on TikTok. Let's go to her page real quick. Yeah, I don't see a part 2. Here's another video.
People are not scared enough of the ocean, and I'm here to fix that. Welcome back to another episode of Why I Stay on Land, where I give you some self-inflicted thalassophobia right before bed. If you are new to this channel, you may not know that I am Caribbean. I am Haitian specifically. I believe that sirens exist. No one can tell me otherwise. No one can make me feel crazy for that. I genuinely want you to look at the ocean and you tell me how in the world, if only 5% of it is explored, you know what the heck is going out there. Now that we've gotten rid of all the buzzkills, girl, we need to talk about this. If you are Haitian,
it's not even 1% actually that has actually been investigated and discovered and mapped. Less than 1%.
Likely know somebody who knows someone who has a siren story. And I tell you, there are so many instances where people will say that their loved one got taken by a siren and comes back years. I'm talking about some people 20, 30 years later, and they look the freaking same. They look like they haven't aged a day. I'm talking Damon and Stefan Salvatore type stuff, okay? So something got me thinking, right? And y'all know that I love to hyperfixate on random things in the middle of the night. It's almost midnight. The siren story.
Lady, I don't know you, but I could guess that, yeah.
Folklore of Haiti is La Sirene. In Dominican Republic is La Sirena. So it's kind of like the same thing, and you guys already know they're literally right next to each other. And a lot of the times, encounters with La Sirene or La Sirena is going in and coming back out, or people getting taken because they are wearing like shiny jewelry, and La Sirene thinks that it's an offering to her. I personally think that these are demonic creatures. I think that they are the women that procreated with the fallen angels in the days of Noah that were cursed to the sea to become sirens. Now I'm kind of figuring out that there's so much more to this, and my brain hurts. Apparently, I was thinking back to Haitian independence. Now, in no way am I saying the only reason why Haiti was the first independent. No, I'm not saying that the reason why is because they were doing voodoo and all this stuff. What I am saying is this is a very interesting thing that I just learned today. Apparently in 1791, enslaved African leaders that were in Haiti at that time, specifically Dutty Boukman and Cecile Fatiman. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but they swear an oath to fight for freedom, right? Now, this isn't documented, but this is word of mouth that has stayed the same for hundreds of years. Apparently, they made some kind of deal with Agwe and La Sirene all the way back then to give them favor in the war, in the fight for independence. Mind you, like I said, this is only like a small part of the people that fought for independence. Even believe that Agwe would stay at like the borders where they were being invaded and fight people off, or like keep them off. It's literally so much. It is insane. I would have to do a part 2. Like this to say, like, you cannot tell me all the way back then these things existed, and what all of a sudden, like, oh, it's just a myth. Sirens are a myth now. There is a marine.
You know, another thing, not only sirens are possibly a thing, according to biblical texts, but satires. Okay, what is a satire? Well, I'm glad you asked that. Okay, but I learned this one, and this was from a Michael Hoggard from he had the Watchmen broadcast YouTube channel, and he basically described what a satire is basically what we hear about and they talk about all the time, and that's Bigfoot. He believes, and he made a very convincing case. Now, this was like 15 something years ago or so, maybe longer, but he did a whole series on it. Worth a look up, but he attributed what's mentioned in the Bible as this mythical type creature, the satire, is Bigfoot, basically.
Kingdom. No one can tell me otherwise. Okay. As always, make sure you like and follow. Comment down below if you guys want this part. 100% fatality. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. Point Nemo has 100% fatality. And let me explain to you why. You guys already know in this series, we talk about all the creepy, crazy things about the ocean, why I believe that the ocean is absolutely terrifying and not enough people are scared of it. So I am here to give you self-inflicted thalassophobia right before bed. Let's get into it. So Point Nemo, right? This is the farthest you can be from land. I'm talking nobody is around you. If you were to fall off a ship here, good luck. You might as well just, it's over for you. Because of the currents in this area, there's like no marine life at all, besides some crabs. Actually, that's what they tell you. This is what I think. So not only is this like an area for space junk where they like dump, rockets and all that stuff. I don't know why that's creepy to me, but it is. You're just imagining like really huge rockets and stuff under the water, I don't know why that freaks me out, but it does. I told you guys in the other episode that sea gigantism does exist. So there are colossal giant creatures in the ocean from what we understand, but they live in pressures that we cannot get. Like zero visibility, pressures that would explode, our brains would implode inside our heads. Y'all remember the bloop? That massive, that sound that was picked up, the anomaly that was picked up on the sonar and was supposed to be this huge colossal creature. It was really loud. Marine biologists are freaking out. They didn't know what it was. And then they just gaslit us into thinking, oh, it's just icebergs rubbing together. Why was that sound found around Point Nemo? What? It's just giving, I don't know. It's giving scary. It's giving terrifying. Yeah. Also, just to quickly ruin your childhood, Nemo in Latin means no one. Point no one. We explained, how there's nothing out there. So obviously, point no one makes sense. Finding Nemo actually means finding no one because Marlin was just going through the 5 stages of grief. So he never actually found Nemo. Nemo was no one. Nemo wasn't there. Anyway, as always, make sure you like and follow and comment down below what you think.
So, man, I think that me personally, man, I don't really, unless it's in a pool, I don't really feel comfortable in water that I can't touch the bottom in. I don't know what type of fear that is. And I'm sorry I paused her face.
That fatality.
Looking like that because I don't want her to look crazy. But I'm terrified of the ground that I can't even I saw a pool that was 27 foot deep, or maybe it was even deeper than that. And there was multiple levels and this guy was cleaning it with a vacuum. And even that freaked me out. But understanding that there's stuff out there in this water that we can't see. It's every year some new creature pops up out of the water that we've never seen before. It's
we discover new things every single year, man. Every single year. Now, when I said I had, open water makes me nervous and stuff, it does, but I still face my fears. I've actually became certified into diving up to 60 feet, and we did that in open water and stuff, and I didn't like it, but I did it. I will face my fears.
Where are they coming from and what's going on to where we're able to see them now? Y'all been down there for who knows how many years and no one's ever seen you. And now all of a sudden we're starting to see you. And it's to say that there's nothing down there that's, weird is weird because we've only been able, and I say this all the time, this statistic, guys, let me look it up again. Humans have mapped about 28.7% of the global seafloor, but we have only explored less than 0.001. Do you understand what's down there that we have no clue is down there? 0.001. We might as well have said we haven't even explored anything, right? There's a whole side of the earth that's just water. The side of the earth is called the water hemisphere or the oceanic hemisphere. It is centered in the Pacific Ocean. About 89% of its surface is water. The other 11% is made up of small islands and a few pieces of land like Antarctica or New Zealand. Look at this. The whole thing is water.
Yeah.
It's all water. Now, this isn't a flat earth debate or a round earth debate. I'm just showing you this image of this entire body of water. And 0.001% is all that we've been able to explore. Y'all want to talk about there's no such thing as mermaids. You don't know what's in there, man.
There's more water than there is land. There's more of a chance of them being alive. and in there, and you never see them.
You don't know what's in there. And so yeah, these fallen angels and these Nephilim, they came down and they had these babies, these fallen angels had these babies, and there's no telling what's in that water. Animals. All that stuff that was in the water is still there, guys. So do with this information what you will. Put on your tinfoil hat, call me weird if you want to. I just think we can't say with certainty that there's nothing weird going on down there, guys. That's going to do it for this one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Her link will be in the description in case you guys want to follow her. Until then, God bless.
It's my belief that like some of the craziest, most like just the craziest things you could possibly think of or imagine that could have been like a pre-flood technology or monuments or just some megalithic structure even greater than the pyramids is down there. I believe not just one place, but like multiple locations and stuff. Just so much stuff. Then that's half the reason why all of that is flooded that we'll never see, because God just wanted it so wiped, just erased. And I don't know, but I believe there's a whole lot of proof down there that we had a global flood at one point, approximately 4,000 years ago. I bet there's a lot of stuff down there. Switching it up.